Today's episode of Believe with English Steve is brought to you by Maddest Motive and English Steve. Like and subscribe if I motivate you or teach you something new in this video. Let's get started. Have you ever been extremely nervous for circumstances which are already sealed and out of your control at that moment? Or have you ever prepared as much as humanly possible, only to flop at the last hurdle? Then watch this video as I will be telling you how to end this, not forever, but for as long as you would need to ensure you maintain the life you dream of. So, first thing is first. I need you to honestly look into the deepest, darkest corner crack in your soul and ask whether you are being way too hard on yourself. I understand this has various ramifications for people, so let me characterize what I mean for you. For instance, what is your inner voice when you mess up? Do you kick a fuss and begin to scrutinize yourself, saying you could have improved? Are you mindful of a basic internal voice where nothing you do is sufficient nowadays? Do you make progress toward flawlessness? Is it true that you are jumpy about what others consider you? The rundown is constant, yet it gives you a knowledge into whether your association with yourself is engaging or weakening you. What makes us be difficult to understand for ourselves in the first place? Quite a bit of it identifies with our youth childhood, where we assume the approval of our folks or fundamental parental figures. For instance, on the off chance that you had a basic parent where nothing you did was sufficient, you may have taken on this internal pundit yourself. It ends up imbued in our minds and we partner the inward voice with whom we truly are. This is not necessarily true. In fact, at times it is truly false. The inner critic is not the real you. We as a whole have our extraordinary stories on how our internal pundit subverts our life. Interesting to know is that a significant number of the people who are fruitful don't know the inward pundit is an anecdotal character, aka somewhat made up, fictional. They assume it is their characteristic drive that is the cause for their prosperity. At the point when they figure out how to recognize the inward pundit from the credible self, they quit tormenting themselves in light of the fact that there is never again anything to demonstrate. Is it true that you are getting the feeling that being challenging for yourself is hindering you and causing confusion? Since we can accomplish more when we are thoughtful and empathetic with ourselves. There are various psychological wellness experts doing work you can find using a simple Google search for the leading professionals. For your situations, whatever they may be, there is no harm in making sure your inner voice boosts you up when you are low or at a tipping point of work or personal stress. This self-assessing of yourself will help you toward a more thoughtful, as well as empathetic experience for yourself. There is no risk, and much rewards to gain for looking into your mirror and questioning why and what you can do. In the same robot breath. Sometimes counting to 10, phoning a trusted friend or advisor, or just taking a break is really all you need to begin solving an issue. As you speak these more positive requests, self-judgments and comments into reality, you will begin to see life change around you in ways you may not understand at first, but will definitely be able to appreciate and understand that something good is at the end of this. Even if you spill your coffee on the way, even if the train is delayed, even if you have caught the wrong one and need to make a small adjustment in direction. Surely if you have gotten out of bed to find and ride a train, with a purpose, you will eventually reach your destination. Just like if you are stranded with a purpose, you will eventually reach home. The inward pundit normally falls away after some time and you will completely change yourself to encourage progressively self-empathy, graciousness and tolerance. You can accomplish more in your life by focusing on a clear vision. a quotable term people often say, but this video is taking it further to help you troubleshoot your life. In any case, the inward pundit isn't the genuine you. It is a developed persona embraced by those you believed when you were youthful. Here's an example, to paint a straightforward visualization of how this can work. Being born vegan may sound silly to you, right? What about being born into a religion, or born with certain views or things you consider to be natural occurring? Are these also silly things? No, because that is offensive and risks upsetting the same people who introduced you to it. Sometimes we are taught by people who, although have our best intent, are not necessarily reflecting your path as well as they can project their own. This is the only thing which is natural, to ultimately always be at the center of our own universe. As much as we try not to be selfish, or try not to upset anyone including ourselves. This is nothing to be ashamed of. You very much will need to put yourself first, and now is a good time to start if you haven't already looked into this simple solution. If your issue is outward, take some time if possible, to recoup with other third-party needs which also play a role in your happiness. Hard to believe, but truth is, you may never be good enough, you will always need more. So, enjoy your life, be considerate of your future, love the people you have, find the people you're needing, take care of yourself. Do you agree? What do you think? Comment your thoughts below, don't forget to like, subscribe and hit the bell icon if you found this video useful. Thanks for watching.